how did it feel as a young owner and then recruiting associates to come work for you and then helping them ramp too right after that?
It's been crazy, like surreal to think that, I just graduated dental school almost 5 years ago. After being an associate for a
Right.
year, I had the opportunity to open up this office from the ground up. And then within a year, we grew and I hired my first associate. And, I've learned a lot along the way.
To put it in perspective, this is a
Yeah.
big office now. So how many docs do you have working for you?
Now I have 3 associates working with me.
With you.
With me, so we're 4 full-time GPs.
And what type of revenue do you think you're going to do this year? Or what's your budget?
We're 2.5 million, but I think hopefully I feel like we're on pace to blow it out of the park.
You're
But
going to beat that.
yeah, so actually I set up a BHAG for my a big, hairy, audacious goal for my team. So if we exceed our budget, I'm taking them on a cruise. So. But we'll see. Cruises are really cheap right now, so maybe we might change it. Disneyland versus.
We're going to have to change the cruise,
Yeah.
right? Hey, Dr. Velayo, how you doing?
Hey, Steve. Good to see you today.
Can you believe it is 6 months to the day the last time we did one of these, and I was talking to you about how you've ramped so fast and your plans for the year, all this exciting stuff, and then a couple days later, COVID hit. Talk to me about that.
I mean, I don't think anyone, I think the funniest memes that we see when we made our 2020 New Year's resolutions, I don't think anyone anticipated that this whole pandemic and how it affected our industry and how we're rebuilding now. Like, I don't think anyone could have expected that, but I think that it's only made us stronger. You know what they say, when life hands you lemons, you make some lemonade. And I've been, luckily, my thirst has been quenched during this entire pandemic.
I know you worked really hard those first 2 months. I remember it. Tell me about some of the practical things you did right off that bat in those first 2 months.
Well, it was really scary. I remember when the whole lockdown happened and then dentistry was shut down essentially to just emergency only. And so those first couple of weeks, schedules were dead. Everyone was so afraid. No one wanted to leave their house and they were too busy trying to, hoard toilet paper to think about anything else.
Right.
And so, but I knew once the pandemic hit, I trusted the foundation that I built for my office. I trusted myself as a leader. I trusted my partnership with PDS and the team that I had in place in the office. And I knew that, dental emergencies are always going to happen. Like, dentistry is completely an essential business, and that's why we were allowed to stay open. And toothaches are going to happen, and toothaches aren't just limited to, Mondays to Fridays or when everything's all normal,
Right.
And so I made it my mission during the whole lockdown that I wanted to make sure that I was available for everyone in the community, that if they were going to have a dental emergency, that they would find me. And so I was able to be on the news and get the word out there for dental emergency, utilize our social media. And PDS really helped and really just got the word out there as well by making sure that all of the signage, sending us signs and updating the websites and getting the communication to let everyone in the Valley know that we're open. And I just expanded hours, and
what hours did you guys work? Did you work 7 days a week, I heard?
I did work 7 days a week, and I worked until 8 o'clock at night some days. But it's that type of convenience and that type of flexibility. I think the beautiful thing about it is that I think sometimes we forget, when things are so smooth, you forget, what is our job? As dentists, our job is taking care of patients, and we are providing them a service, And so if we remember what brought us into the profession in the first place is to help other people, then you do whatever it takes. And that's exactly what we did during those first couple of months during the quarantine, or just, make ourselves available and, just do what the patients need and just put the patient first. And because of that, I was actually able to grow my business during this time.
One of the rare ones in the entire United States that grew out of this. So tell me I have two last questions. Tell me what you learned about yourself personally through this. I mean, what was the like learning about who I am and what I can accomplish? And then secondly, where are you now? I mean, it's September 10th. How's the office doing, and how are you looking for the end of the year?
For sure. I mean, obviously I'm smiling right now, but that's not to say that this last couple months it was filled with stress, anxiety, tears, frustrations, right. Of course happiness too, but a lot has went down in my office, a lot. But again, all of those challenges has helped strengthen my own leadership style. You know, especially being a young leader, I think my leadership before was just, you know, be nice and you know, lead by example. But sometimes you do have to make difficult decisions, and by making those difficult decisions, but knowing it's the best decisions for my business. For example, you know, I did have to, you know, have staff changes, or I had to open 7 days a week and change hours. So that was not what maybe some team members were used to working on a Sunday. But if I knew that these business decisions or these difficult decisions were for the sake of the business, but also it was a promise that I made to my team that, listen, I know some of you had to be furloughed at this time, but I promise if you trust my leadership, I will have a job for you, and I'm going to bring all you back as soon as I can. And we did, and I hired new team members. So, you know, I think even though at the time, I'm sure people who were at home during this quarantine, they were probably upset, you know, like, oh, I'm not at the office right now, but through the end of it, I think it really helps reaffirm their trust in me as their leader, like, because I fulfilled my promise. Yes, right. It was tough, but I was able to bring everyone back. And so I think it just really gave me confidence to trust my instincts as a leader, and again, get more comfortable being uncomfortable, right?
Right. Yeah, get out of your comfort zone.
You know, that's when you grow. And so here we are in September, and we're back to normal, which is, I mean, we've been back to normal since, so in Nevada, Las Vegas, the ban was lifted that we were allowed to basically resume almost every dental procedure in May. And so we're booming since then. And like
yeah, a lot of new patients found you and stuck with you, huh?
Yeah, yes, exactly. And then obviously all the patients of my existing patient pool who wanted to come see us. So we're busting at the seams. I'm looking for an expansion. I'm looking forward to partnering with my associates to open our practice. While that may be a little delayed as we sort of see how things pan out in the Valley, but you know, that's okay too. It just means more time together to serve our patients here and continue to like hone our own dental, clinical, and leadership skills before my associate branches on her own to open our second location.
Well, sure, it'll be right around the corner. Great work. Good job. You're an all-star. And I know all the people in your community appreciated everything you did to keep your practice open, serve all of them 7 days a week, almost 24/7.
Yeah.
And serve the dental emergencies when so many other offices were closed up and not taking patients. So good work, and we will talk to you soon. I'm sure the rest of the year will be awesome.
Thank you. I hope so. And yeah, I mean, we'll finish up the year strong, and I think 2021 will be our year, right?
A lot of us want to put 2020 behind us. 2020 is supposed to be looking ahead, but a lot of us can't wait for 2020 to be over anyway.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you know what they say, 2020, clear vision. So I think even in the struggle, it just helps define what's important and lay down the foundation for an even better future.
And you got your Knights shirt on. Go Knights tonight.
Exactly.
Right?
We're playing tonight.
I know. We'd normally be there together probably at the game, and now we're not.
I know. I can't wait for that to get back to normal so we can cheer our Knights on in person.
Yep. Okay, you take care. See ya.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.